365 things to make you go, Greetings, my name is William Murrell. I'm a retired military soldier, and also I am an owner of William Murrell and Associates Ground Transportation Limousine Service, where we do limousines, sedans, vans, airplane charters, bicycles, wheelchairs, and strollers. Growing up in a small town of Pottsville, North Carolina, everybody knows everybody. In my neighborhood, I grew up in a place called the Garnet Height. In the Garnet Height, I had 5 brothers, 2 sisters. I grew up working for a living, picking blueberries, working in tobacco fields with my uncle. He taught me how to make a living. He taught me how to make money. And also my father. My father, he had 3 jobs. I got started writing this book in early 2006. After the Godfather of Soul passed away, I said, I'm gonna put all my thoughts together, because I always wrote stuff down. So I went back to my my stash of papers that I've written, and so I said, let me make this happen. The book is an inspirational book. It's wisdom and wit. And then it talks about all different types of clients that I've driven, from Michael Jackson to James Brown to Steve Harvey, stuff that I've shared with them and stuff that was shared by them to me. I was James Brown limo driver for 15 years. The Godfather of Soul was one of a kind. He was never the same twice. I can remember the funniest things when the Godfather, when I went to pick him up, the only thing he had on was the United States flag. That was the ride that I would never forget. I call that the ride of a lifetime. Let's see, what did I get from Bill Cosby? Bill Cosby flew himself to Augusta. He was his own pilot. And I met him at Augusta Bushfield Aviation Services, and I picked Mr. Cosby up, and he came out with his cigar, just like the Jello pudding man. Yeah, but Bill Cosby was real cool. Today I'm very hurt at what I'm hearing about Bill Cosby, but to me he was a cool and very good, soft-spoken gentleman, and he was a helper. He loved to help folks, because he helped a young lady who was working at the hotel to go through college. She was working at school, she was working and going to school at the same time, and Mr. Cosby donated some money to her to help to pay her way through college. Michael Jackson was very different. He was very kind, he was very soft-spoken, he was a pretty cool cat. Prince liked to be carried around by his bodyguard. He didn't want to walk. He wanted to be carried around like a baby. Don King was one of the great guys that I've driven. He walked around with a United States flag, just waving it from side to side, like he's the king. Here comes the king. I had 7 females in the back of my limo. I've never experienced this before in my life. They left the petition down. I'm driving, keeping my eyes on the road, and I look back and they have no clothes on. I almost wrecked the car that night. 365 things to make you go, buy the book.